There's a lot of dead roach remains in this cabinet. Here's one right now. This is in the kitchen. See, that one's alive. I can't live here. See, this cabinet's alive. Oh my god. Holy shit. I wish this lighting was better so I could capture this better. There's a lot of small roaches crawling here. I didn't see any bugs when I moved in the early afternoon. I went to get some things for the apartment, and while it was still daylight out when I came home, I saw roaches all over the kitchen. I spoke with multiple neighbors who all say that they have a roach problem as well. When I called prior to signing a lease, I explicitly asked if there was a cockroach problem and was told that there isn't, that there's no infestation, and that sometimes bugs come in from outside, but it's a non-issue and one of those inevitable parts of life, more or less. But this is a full-blown, oh shit, I mean, hopefully I can catch that. There's one small one that's even crawling in the dishwasher right now. And this is on the day that I moved in. This is hours after moving in. That is unbelievable. Oh my god, okay. Now, I have not put anything in the fridge, but you can see there's the remains of a dead cockroach on the door of the fridge. Okay, these are a few things that I brought in. I'm not noticing any roaches in the fridge for now. But I arrived sometime between 3 and 4 today. I've already packed up all of my stuff. I don't know where I'm going to go, but I know for sure that I cannot and will not live under these circumstances, not with these cockroaches swarming about. Oh, there's another one. This is the little hallway in between the bedroom and the bathroom. This room. There's this cockroach. This cockroach is swarm running around and running around. Oh my god. And there's another one. Here's a... Let's see if I can catch that one. This is just unbelievable. The scariest thing is that this is all, see, there's another one. This is the door to the bathroom. I don't know if you can see that. This is happening while the lights in the apartment are on. Can you imagine how much worse it is when the lights are off? There's a huge roach right there. Oh, fuck. This is not this is the exact opposite of what I was led to believe was the situation with this place. There's a lot of apartments in the Coachella Valley that are, you know, between $1,000 and $1,300 a month, and they pretty much all have bad reviews regarding roach infestations. So I thought, you know, this place is hundreds of dollars more, so this isn't going to be an issue, but it is. Really disappointing. I'm gonna retrieve this hard wax. No roaches in it, thank God. Just double check. Nope. I would be too terrified to turn the lights off in this place. I am definitely not sleeping here tonight. I don't know where I'm gonna go. Maybe there's a golf tournament that's happening right around this time. I think it starts in a day or two. See, there's one. This is the door. This is the bathtub. This is the door to exit the bathroom. And there's several roaches. There was one. Yeah, right there. Last week I was, or maybe it was earlier, yeah, it was last week. Because today's Wednesday, maybe early Thursday morning. I think it's still Wednesday. Last week I was given a call from one of the ladies that works in the office. It was last Thursday now, I remember, because she said she only works Thursdays. She called and asked me if I'd be willing to push back my lease by a couple days because the current tenants could use a little extra time to move out, and I'd already booked Airbnb reservations and, made plans on my end that I didn't want to have to cancel and potentially lose money at the last minute. And so I told them no, the date that we'd agreed for me to move in on was March 6th, and so we decided to just keep it at that. And I don't know that they really adequately had the time to clean this place. Not that that would do much for the cockroach cause. I've spoken with other neighbors, people that live in the community, not all of whom live in this particular building, which is Building G. But I've spoken to other people in other buildings who say they also have a cockroach problem. So even if they did spend a little extra time cleaning this particular apartment, I don't think it would have made a difference as far as the infestation goes. Now there's a yellowish spot here. This is the bedroom. I think the previous tenants, or maybe someone even prior to them, had an animal of some sort, because this corner right here has a yellowish spot in the carpet. So it looks like, someone or something peed in there. This is the so-called walk-in closet. It's a little tiny, but I guess it's good enough. Blinds. I had looked up the reviews on this apartment prior to moving in, and at the time that I was searching for apartments and the few websites that I looked at, the reviews looked all right. In retrospect, maybe they're either very old and the complex has since gone downhill, or maybe they're not legitimate reviews. I can't say for sure, but I will say that after seeing these roaches tonight, I went online and I looked a little more, and I found a really disturbing review from back in December that was complaining about a lot of, being nickel and dime for a lot of charges that normally would just be included in rent. And, among other complaints besides that, the former tenant was saying that he lived in his unit for 6 months and had a roach problem the entire time. I really wish that I'd noticed that sooner. Okay, and my battery is running low, unfortunately. But I am making this video for the sake of record keeping about not only this situation, but just as an assessment of the condition of the property in general as I had moved into it. I didn't notice any major damage. The blinds seemed to be all right. The fans work. The lights are working. But this cockroach problem is unlivable. It's really sad because this is a nice looking, the layout's great, the location's great, it's a beautiful neighborhood, beautiful city. I really wish that I could stay here, and it really sucks that I paid close to $2,000 in prorated rent in addition to a $500 deposit. I don't know if I will get that back. There are a lot of reviews that maybe I should have taken a little more seriously. That's one thing I will say, is there were prior reviews saying that tenants did not get deposits back even if they didn't damage a property, or if anything left the property in better condition than when they had moved in. And I'm a little scared about that. I've been on the road for several days since Saturday, drove all the way here, arrived Wednesday afternoon to an unlivable apartment. I can't even begin to explain how disappointing and disgusting that is. So, all right, well, my battery's gonna die any second now, but, all right, goodbye apartment. I guess you were too good to be true.